So guys, we're going to be talking about debilitated Saturn in your horoscope. So let's get started. What happens when Saturn is debilitated in your horoscope? And Saturn is debilitated in the sign of Aries. Why is that? Well, first of all, let's talk about Saturn. Saturn is law and order. Saturn loves to follow law and he wants to follow order. Saturn loves routine work, routine jobs, meaning that coming in the morning, punching the card, going to a machine, A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B. They love that task. And then they punch it out and go because it's ordered. They love being structured in their life. Okay? Saturn is a slow-moving planet. So it brings things with delay. Automatically, no matter what sign it is in, unless it's retrograde, it brings things, in a slow fashion. As much as it wants law and order, it brings things to the native after the fact. The classic time has passed, though the prime time has passed. Like Saturn in the 7th house gives marriage after your prime time between 27 and 28. It will give at 35. Okay. And then Aries is bloodthirsty, athletic, youthful, and impulsive sign. All about the Mars, his arch enemy. Okay? His arch enemy is really Sun, but Mars is also his enemy. So when Saturn comes into this sign, Saturn is in an environment that is chaotic. Saturn runs into environments that are unorderly, unlawful. So they're running into constant battle with the law. They're running into jobs and work that may not have structure in there. Like Shani means Saturn, wants to get a job that he comes on a desk, works on a computer, has a steady pay, has a steady income coming in every month. But debilitated Saturn takes person in a very challenging environment where these people are now forced to go and win their own bread, meaning commission jobs. So they're forced in their life to do work that they just don't want to do, which doesn't have any order or structure, that you just got to go out, sell the stuff, and when you sell it, then you can reap the paycheck, then you can reap the results. Okay? And so this is where the frustration of Shani happens. These guys are quite frustrated in their youth, especially with their health, especially with muscle problems, blood problems, because Aries represents these two things because it's ruled by Mars, and Saturn represents joints and is debilitated. So not only it affects those two parts, but your joints. You can have joint problems, and I'll discuss this more when I do Saturn with medical astrology. You'll know more, but these people can suffer from arthritis at an early age, like starting from midlife. They can be diagnosed with arthritis. They can have paralysis. They can have any kind of muscle disorder where if they were to get up or even run, their muscles will get tired really quickly. Okay, so that happens especially in the youth. And what happens is with Saturn, it kind of also dulls the mind, because Aries represents the very first house of the zodiac, very first placement in your horoscope. So no matter where it's placed, it still has the energy of the first house. So here, the mind takes time to develop. These people may have a slow mind to start with. Like they're not able to comprehend things around them because the world is chaos. Especially, let's say, if Saturn is in the first house in Aries, it can produce, like a dull mind. These people have Saturn represents people of the lower caste, lower workers, like, not construction worker, more like, janitors, work that I've done, sweeping, cleaning toilets, or your pothole fillers, low graded jobs. I know they're not. You might be one watching, but this is how they signified these jobs. Okay, even I've done these jobs. But here, when Saturn is debilitated, forget about the low-ranking people. It doesn't have any kind of IT to itself. It doesn't have any rank. It doesn't know who it is. It doesn't know whether it's dealing with lower class people, upper class people. So what happens with this placement is these people, after a certain age, especially like 42, 45, when they're frustrated with this chaos in their life, they'll leave the world. They want to leave the world and be in a secluded place. Because Saturn is the significator of what? 8th and 12th house. 8th house of down below secrecy and 12th house of isolation. Okay, so not only Saturn can get into trouble with the law and land these people in jail, but these people can find a peace. They can actually find peace when they're not with the world, when they become monks, when they become, any spiritual person who goes on to a pilgrimage for the rest of their life. Because Saturn's energy in this life for you will not let you find order and law abiding things in this life of yours. Unless, of course, Saturn receives a Neech Bhangraj yoga in your horoscope, or if Saturn is a Parivartan yoga with Mars. That's when Saturn situation is neutralized, because neither Mars is going to damage his Saturn's house, and neither Saturn is going to damage Mars's house. Now you guys might be wondering, will I ever do a series of debilitated or excel planet through houses? Yes, I am going to do that. Not only that, I'm going to go through each planet through each ascendant sign, and like in each ascendant houses. So there's a lot more to come. I mean, it's unbelievable how many series are there, like 1,000. But if you're new to my channel, guys, subscribe above, because this is what you're going to be getting in this channel. And if you want to know more about your horoscope, check out the link below. Check out my book there, Astrology, the Speed of Light. When you get the book, I will send you a link to look at your own horoscope, so you can study my book and then finally realize what true astrology is. Otherwise, see you next time.